Hello guys, my name is Larry and welcome to our channel, Simply Videos 3910 today. Hey, we're going to go out there today and make us some really good salsa. You know, I go to stores every week trying to find some salsas that I really like, and so far I have never found any that I like just like this. Now what we're going to be using is what you see here on the table, or on the cutting board. We're going to be using a little bit of cilantro. We'll get us a little lime juice out of here because I like a little lime or lemon twist with mine. A couple cloves of garlic, some serrano peppers. Now, something about serrano peppers. You know, you can smell these things, but never will you know how hot they really are. Now, I've gotten some of these sometimes, and they smell so good, but boy, when you bite into them, there's no heat. And then you may pick a couple of more from another store, and you bite into them, and the fire alarm goes off, and all smoke comes boiling out the top of your head. So it's really hard to know what you're going to get in a serrano pepper. And of course, we're going to use these little tomatoes. We're going to start with 6 of those, like I said, and part of an onion. Now we're probably going to only use about 1/3 of this onion. It's a big onion, and we don't want to overpower the salsa with too much onion flavor. Now, I have done this in the past. Oh, something else we're going to use, a little rotel. And yes, I'm going to show you a secret ingredient that I like in it. Most people do, you may not. Right there you go. A castena chipotes in adobe sauce. This stuff will bring it to life. Now, I've made many different types of salsa, and some of them I like it roasted. Now you can roast these on a plate, or something on your stove, a flat griddle top. You can put them on a barbecue pit. You can char the outside to get that little smoky flavor, and that's really what I like. But right now, I'm not going to do that because it's 104 degrees outside. And you do the same thing with your peppers. Toast them a little bit on the outside, get that little smoky flavor going, the toasty flavor. Man, when you combine that with the garlic and the onion, you can do the same with it if you want to. Toast it a little bit. But you won't have to toast them very long because it doesn't take long to get that toasty flavor in these vegetables. And at last but not least, you definitely got to have that cilantro. And we'll take a handful of that. So let's move this all to the side and start cutting up some of this stuff here. Now what we're going to do is, let me grab a bowl, I'll be right back. We got us a couple old Tupperware bowls, and that'll work. You know, if you want to get a little classy, you can use some fancier bowls. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to put that old Tupperware bowl right there. We're going to dice these tomatoes up in a little bit smaller pieces, so when we put them in the blender, they will go ahead and blend together a little bit better. Now I'll cut the ends off, throw them to the side. Come in here and just dice these up any way you want to. You got a mess on the cutting board, but it's okay. It can be washed off. Now we're going to take some of this onion right here, onion. We're going to peel the outside of it off. Throw that away. And chop the onion up to where the blender can blend it together. Something else you're going to need, or you can use, depending if you like salt. If you're like me, you like your salt. So you're going to get you a little bit of salt. You're going to need that. Now, I'm going to take these little pieces of garlic here and dice those up. Because these things pack a lot of punch. Now I'm going to come back in here. We're going to take the serranos and cut them in little smaller pieces. And I can't deal with a whole lot of heat. So what we're going to do is probably only go with 2 at the beginning, and I can always add later if I need to. Now the reason you want to slice these serranos up, it goes back to what we were talking about a while ago. You want a real consistent spread of all the stuff, mixture stuff in it. Now then, we're going to get us a big old chunk of cilantro. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slice it all up. If you like me, cilantro is fantastic, man. It gives everything, a fantastic flavor. So we got the actual cilantro, we got the peppers, we got the garlic right there, and we got our tomatoes and our onion right there. And you'll have the salt and pepper. We'll do that at the end. And of course, if you're gonna use it to make a dipping sauce, you're gonna have to add some chips. And myself, I like the H-E-B Bakery Tortillas sea salt chips. Fantastic. All right. Okay, we got our blender over here. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in some of these tomatoes, mostly tomatoes first, because they are, well, we'll put the onions in the same time. We're gonna mix all those at once. Gonna put our top back on there. And you're not gonna turn the blender on high or fast. You're just gonna shock it, just shock it, just shock it, shock it, shock it, start. You see how it's making that juice? Now you may have to help it a little bit because I put too much in there. A lot of times you can put just a certain amount, a little bit, until it starts blending. Now don't get that knife in there too far. You see how it pops up? Now that you got that blended in to like a semi-sauce, start adding in your serranos. Put your garlic in there. And last, you're gonna wait because you're gonna be putting the cilantro in there, but you wanna leave it as large as possible. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our rotel in there. Got about a half a can of that. And now, we're gonna put our top back on. Blend it just a couple more times. We're gonna purge it. Okay, see how we got that right now, the consistency? Now we're gonna get these chipotle pepper. Ooh, doggy. Them things smell so good. They smell so good. Okay, like I was saying, we got our chipotle pepper. We're gonna pull this top back off. We're gonna put us a little bit of chipotle pepper in there. Boy, you just don't know how good this smells. That's plenty. Oh, I love the chipotle pepper, especially this brand right here. They're fantastic. You gotta try these. Now this kind of substitutes the actual taking the peppers and the tomatoes and putting them on a grill and getting that smoke flavoring in them. This will add it to it, but it won't be quite as good as a live fire on a grill, but it's sure gonna be pretty burned good. So now that we got all those ingredients in there, let me back up. I'm gonna put us a little salt in there because I like salt. That's about a tablespoon or less. Now I put the top back on the blender and purge it. We get this bowl out of the way. Now then, let's put our cilantro in there. See how it shoots it up and then brings it back down? That works pretty good right there. All right, guys. There we go. That's as simple as that. It didn't take a long time. Now let's get us a little bowl here, put this in. Or let me get a round bowl. Now then, let's pour this stuff inside here, see what we got. Would you look at that? Now don't pay no mind to this top right here. Now that we got it, now it's time to try it. Now we got a mess up here, but we're not showing you how to create a mess. We're showing you how to create a really good salsa that you'll enjoy, and the mess can be cleaned up later. We're gonna get us a chip here. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, look at the liquid, man. Isn't that, boy, that's just fantastic. Would you look at that? You know what? You gotta get you some. Boy, I can feel the heat. Them two serranos are pretty hot. Now this white boy has a hard time with heat. So if you like a lot of heat, you put them other two in there, they're gonna light you up. But, Man, would you look at that? The costina, chipotles, peppers, and adobe sauce is really, really some pretty good stuff here. Now, I'm not going to be able to stop eating this stuff. It is fantastic. It is good. Now, I know there's many other ways to make this stuff, but man, I'm glad I got a bag of chips because I think I'm going to eat most of it myself. Now, this would really be good also on some eggs. Huevos rancheras on the easy side. The salt is just right, and the smoke flavor and the heat's just right for me. But the salsa is over the top, good. Now I'm gonna come back next couple of weeks and make some other. I'm gonna toast the vegetables, peppers, the tomatoes, and everything else on the grill and compare it to what I made here. And also, if you want to, slice that lemon up and put your little lemon juice in there. Now, well, let me give me one more bite. But first, let me thank you for stopping and watching this video and staying as long as you did. We ask that you hit the thumbs up and like and subscribe so this channel can grow. We'll be putting out many other videos that I feel you'll be interested in and should help you with your cooking techniques. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video.